What's up, guys? We are back taking a look at some more MLB player props today over on Sleeper. We're going to dive into some player props today over on Sleeper. We've had a pretty good month overall. Tiny cold streak that we got going on right now, but I'm looking to turn back up, and I feel pretty good about today's entry. Let's hop into today's slate. Before we do, though, if you're not already on Sleeper and you want to join, it's one of the best DFS player prop platforms that are out right now. You can use the link down in my description below, and using promo code DOMG can get you a first-time deposit match up to $100. Again, the link to join is down in my description below. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and also turn on those post notifications so you do not miss future videos as well. And if you guys want to see more than just the free plays in today's video, go ahead and check out the Dub Club. There have been over 1,600 subscribers over in my Dub Club, and you guys can join that right now by getting all of my plays sent to you. Not just every single play that I make will be sent to you via either the Dub Club app, Telegram, email, or Discord. And that comes for a bunch of different sports. As you can see right there, we have NFL and NBA right around the corner, MLB in progress right now, and there's a special offer of 50% off of either 2 months or 4 months with the links down in my description below. Again, that's pretty much 2 months for the price of one, or 4 months for the price of two. So some special offers going around right now over on my Dub Club if you guys do want to check it out. And you guys get my play sent to you a ton of different ways for 4 different platforms, by the way. That includes prizepicks and Sleeper pretty much every single day. And on top of that, some underdog and parlay play mixed into that one as well. So that's what we got going over on the Dub Club. So if you guys want to join, now is one of the best times to do so. Let's go ahead, though, and hop straight into today's video and talk about the free plays for today. So we're going to go ahead and just hop straight in. Just make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. Subscribe, all that different stuff. And let's go ahead and start off here with the Houston game here, because we have a really short slate today. It's what, like 8 games today? 3 of those games start at 2 or earlier. So we'll go to the Houston game today at 2:10 because I'm going to go to JP France, because like JP France under 5.5 strikeouts in today's game here. So JP France, he's over this in only 2 of his last 5 games here, and 28% of games this season. 28% of games. I've seen him on 4.5 on a lot of different sites and things like that. So most odds have him at 4.5, but I like him under 5.5 here. I think it's a great spot for him under 5.5, because like I said, he's over this in only 2 of his last 5 out of 18 games this season. That is 28%, and he's only been over this in, I believe, 2 of his last 10 games. So I mean, he's just not very, he hasn't been very good as of late when it comes to getting those Ks. He is over this in 2 of his last 4. Is coming off a game of 7 strikeouts last game. However, he faces Boston today, who's a very, very tough matchup. They rank 26th in K percentage versus the right-handed pitcher, 23rd in the last 30 games right there. So Boston just does not really like to strike out. If you take a look at the last couple of right-handers that they faced, Jose Urquidy, he had a 5.5 line that looked exactly like JP France right here, and he only finished with 1 strikeout in that game. Only 1 strikeout. Justin Verlander did drop 9 on them with a 5.5 line. Javier, though, only had 3. Clark Schmidt had 8. Garrett Cole, though, had 4. And then you have some other guys with like 3.5 lines that didn't really do well. And then Brady Singer had a 4.5 line, had 4. So there's a bunch of different outcomes that's been with this Boston Red Sox lineup. But I've really liked how they've not been striking out, especially against guys like Jose Urquidy and Christian Javier and Garrett Cole, guys that have had pretty much 5.5 lines except for Garrett Cole. And they've still gone on this player prop, all those righties. So JP France here under 5.5 strikeouts. I like that player prop right there against Boston today. Moving on to player prop number 2. This one is going to be over in the Minnesota Twins game. So we're going over to the Minnesota Twins game here, which is at 7:10 today. We're going with Pablo Lopez under 18.5 pitching outs today. Under 18.5 outs. So this one's a little bit interesting because the Twins' last 2 pitchers have both gone 5 innings apiece. So I think Lopez will almost definitely go 6 innings at least in today's game. However, I do like him to not go into the 7th inning. And that's because mainly it's because of his matchup. He faces Texas today. He faces the Texas Rangers, who are a very, very strong offense. Hopefully they end up putting some hits on the board. Hopefully they make these at-bats really, really long and force Lopez's pitch count up a little bit. But he's over this in 32% of games this season, only 32% in 3 of his last 10 games. But like I said, he's got a really tough matchup today against Texas. He's gone under this against teams in his last 10 like Oakland and Detroit and Pittsburgh and all those different teams, man. He even had 15 against Seattle. So hoping he falls under that 18.5 pitching out mark. Texas has been very good against righties, ranking 3rd in WRC+, but they have been a little bit weaker in the last 30, and they rank 10th against righties in total offense in the last 30 games there. So they've been a little bit better as of late, or a little bit worse as of late for offense, but I think this offense is very, very strong. It should hopefully extend some of those at-bats against Pablo Lopez today. So that's why I like him under 18.5 outs. He's all the way to minus 196 I'm looking at right now over on Sportsbook. So And yeah, that's what I'm liking right there between those 2 player props. But we have to get this prop over we have to get this entry up to over 2.5x. So let's go ahead and go over to the Chicago White Sox game here. Go to the doubles category. Let's go over this doubles right here. I like Andrew Vaughn under a double in today's game. Vaughn has a double in only 19% of games this season, and that drops to 7% in his last 30 games. He only hits a double in only 2 of his last 30 games. So I'm liking his under right here. He's a minus 508. Faces Ken Walichuk today, who's probably going to get shelled, let's be honest. But I don't think he's going to give up a double today to Andrew Vaughn, who's, again, only done it 2 times in his last 30 games. So that's just kind of getting the payout right there for the entry up to 2.9x, you can see right there. Let's take a look at our entry for today. You can see our entry right here is going to be Vaughn under a double, JP France under 5.5 strikeouts, and Pablo Lopez under 18.5 outs. I really do like France, and you can see right there Pablo Lopez quite a bit. But let's go and take a look at some other player props just in case some of these end up getting bumped. You definitely do some hit props. You can see Altuve is definitely favored over you definitely go with a hit prop if one of these get removed, like Jose Altuve to get a hit in today's game. You can see that right there. It's the most popular play on the board. Walichuk strikeouts are on the board as well. You can see JP France is right there as well. Aaron Judge is on the board to get a hit. I think that one's about a little bit of bait though. He has a hit in only like 55% a hit of home games or something like that too, which is kind of ridiculous. But just really finding some hit props that are pretty good. Lane Thomas to get a hit today over 1.5 hits and runs plus RBIs. But yeah, if one of those get removed, I think a lot of the hit props are likely to hit. They're probably around the 65% range of hitting. A lot of those guys get a hit in like about 65% of their games. So I don't think that's a terrible spot if one of these get removed. But that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. Let's go ahead and talk about, though, because we're not done yet. Again, though, you can join the Dub Club right now with the link down my description below, 50% off of 2 months or 4 months. But if you guys want a 7-day free trial of this tool, check this out right now. It's a 7-day free trial, and it's an amazing player prop research tool that they have for Prize Picks, Underdog, Parlay Play, Sleeper, Flip, all these different player prop sites. To find value on these sites, all you have to do with this tool is literally click the refresh button, and it pulls up the best expected value play for that player prop site. It pulls up the best expected value plays. If you're on Prize Picks looking for a 2-pick power play, go and filter it down. 5-pick flex, 6-pick flex, does not matter. Go ahead and check it out that way. And like I said, though, link is down in my description below for a 7-day free trial of this tool, the Optimizer, fan score projection, DFS meddling tool, all wrapped into one. If you don't like it, you can cancel it at any time. You guys can go ahead and check out the 7-day free trial. If you guys are interested in seeing that player prop research tool, again, they have searched over to, they have this for so many different player prop sites. And on top of that, it's not the only tool they have. They also have a DFS meddling tool and a fantasy score projection tool as well. There's 3 tools wrapped into one for all of these different player prop sites. It's absolutely absurd. You guys can get it right now, 7-day free trial, or you guys can continue to pay for it, and it helps the channel a ton if you do so. Otherwise, you can cancel at any time. Not really any risk right there. Check out the Dub Club if you've not already. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you've not already as well. And best luck with your player props today in your in the MLB slate today. Really, really short one. 3 early games, only 8 games, I do believe. And yeah, we'll see how the slate goes. Been a little bit cold recently, hoping to turn it back up just a little bit here. So hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Hopefully I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Best of luck.